Hi there! Welcome back to me, Level Designer, playing through Elden Ring. And in this episode, I think we're probably going to spend a lot of it talking about crafting. Because it seems like we're going to be
Weren't you? Well, you're back.
figuring out how to craft. I probably should listen to some of these recommendations, but first we'll buy a crafting kit and see what that gets us. Alright. Because I quite...
you took my warning to heart.
What warning was that?
You made an excellent choice.
What warning? What are you talking about? Okay, crafting items. You have a crafting kit to make you various items from materials that you find. Select item crafting from the main menu to make items. You can learn more crafting by finding cookbooks. Okay, cool. So this guy also had some cookbooks available for us if we wanted to. Containers. You will need cracked pots or other containers to craft certain items. You will not be able to make more of those items than you have in containers. Container items will run out with use, but the containers themselves will remain. Okay, so we have a limited number of slots for things that we can craft. Cool. So I quite like crafting in games. I find that they're a pretty enormous reinforcer of exploring. It can be fun to kind of explore through the world, find items, make stuff that makes your character better. It's a pretty simple loop, but it's really effective for someone like me because I quite enjoy exploring, and I like the benefits that you get from exploring, especially when you can put that towards crafting specific items for your character. So I don't remember if... I don't think the previous games had too much crafting. Previous From Software games that I played had too much, if any, crafting. I know you could upgrade your items, but I'm really curious to what this is going to offer me. So let's find out. And I'm sorry if this takes too much time, but I'm gonna just take my time and kind of figure this out. And hopefully it's not too boring, and maybe we can chat about why this is a good or bad system, or not bad system, but it's a system that I like or a system that I don't like. So, and then maybe I can make suggestions for how I would improve it or change it to make it more interesting to me. I'm doing my best to not speak in absolute terms of good or bad, and more of things that I enjoy or don't enjoy. But so item crafting menu. With the item crafting menu, you can make various items from materials that you find. You can learn to craft more items by finding cookbooks. Okay, good to know. So we can make a fire pot. Throw at enemies to inflict fire damage. So that costs us a smoldering butterfly, which we have 3 of, and a mushroom. Okay. A roped fire pot. Throw behind to inflict fire damage. Does it tell us how much damage it does? So we can carry 600 of these? Is that... Am I reading that correctly? This is kind of... There's so many numbers on screen at once that... Yeah, I mean... The UI in the world is great, but the menu UI is pretty tough to read for me. Bone dart. Thin bones found by hunting beasts consumable. Throw at enemies to inflict damage. That seems like that'd be a good investment, because we have quite a few bones. They seem like they're easy to find. And having some sort of throwable would be great. On horseback feet, torrent to restore HP. So once we get a horse, seems like we can actually get it damage, which is news to me. Okay, rainbow stone, which we can use for rune fragments. Reveals co-op and hostile summoning signs. Maybe we'll so earthly flower. Oh, that seems like that's a good investment. Okay, so we'll make let's make 1 of these. So we can hold 909. Let's make remedy of signs from players. Oh, it's from other worlds only. Okay. So I'm not playing online, so I won't even be able to use those. So what we'll do is we'll make some bone darts, because that seems like that'll be a good investment. And then maybe we'll go buy some cookbooks to see what other kinds of things that allows us to make. So that was a pretty limited amount of supplies, or a pretty limited number of things that we can buy. Yeah, I'm going to purchase something. So let's see what buying a single cookbook will... Missionary. Am I a missionary? Maybe a missionary cookbook will give us... I mean, we've got lots of souls. I feel like... Because we can't level up and I'm scared of losing all these things. Or sorry, runes. I'm feeling like we should probably just spend... Maybe not all of them, but like a pretty good amount of them. Cracked pot. Container required for crafting cracked pot items. Oh, so that's what I would have crafted the... fire bombs in. I'm not usually a huge fan of like one-off damaging items, so maybe I'll have to get over that prejudice I have against one-off damaging items. But for now, we're going to stay away from that. So let's buy a cookbook and see what one cookbook has
Goodbye.
gotten us.
Nice to do business.
Yeah, thank you. Good. Nice to talk to you too, Bridge. Crafting items. So that got us bone arrows and bone bolts. So that was a nomadic one. Okay. That didn't really provide us anything. So maybe we'll buy the missionary one instead. Unless this nomadic warrior cookbook 2 is... Let's go with the missionary one because it's more expensive. And I like spending lots of money, especially if I have the threat of losing it. So what did you get us? Holy water pot. Uses FP, throw at enemy to inflict holy damage. Mushroom and tarnished golden sunflowers. Okay. Well, that's kind of disappointing. You know what? Whatever. We'll get the last one. This might have been a huge waste of souls, but it seems like because I'm going to be picking up all these craftable items or these crafting materials throughout the world, eventually I'll just be able to make them by myself. So having as many recipes as possible seems like a worthy investment of runes, even if right now they don't seem like they're things that I'm going to be using. Invigorating cured meat temporarily cures robustness. Oh, that's nice. Sliver of meat, crab eggs, octopus ovary. Cool. Okay, so that's just like cooking materials. It's a glowstone. Emits faint light from location it is placed. Alright, so we didn't... Maybe we'll make some raisins, because we don't have any use for these right now, and we've got a bunch of them. And then we'll make a couple of these in case we ever use them, but I doubt we will. Alright. What else? Oh, I didn't mean to! Woo! Almost attacked him. Okay, yeah, can you give me another hint? Because you seem to... Oh.
There are others of my people who yet, if the mood takes you
okay.
and you meet one, my people, wanderers all, which is why we cannot, thanks to that.
Yeah.
Things are not so different for us now, though I think this makes us, your people, the
Tarnished and mine. How many tarnished are there? And then this is kind of what cures. Note, flask of wondrous physic. Note, imparting knowledge in brief. What the fuck does that mean? I guess we have to buy one to find out. So what did that get us?
Nice to do.
Is that maybe an item now that we can access? No? What did that get us? What? Where did it go? Okay. Note, imparting knowledge in brief. Examine using square. Note, the nomadic merchant imparting knowledge. Okay, thanks. A flask of wondrous physics still remains in the third church of Marika, north of the Mistwood. Cross the highway bridge and follow the animal trail north. Well, this just seems like things that I could just Google. Maybe they don't spawn unless you have these things, but I'm not going to buy another one of those things because I'm not familiar enough with the map yet. And the map doesn't even have, like, names on it, so I don't know where I am or where I'm going. Maybe eventually that note will be valuable. And then let's also buy a torch because it seems like that that is a worthy investment of stuff. And I am quite confident I'm going to be losing... I'm going to be dying soon and then losing all the stuff. And how... I'd like to see a comparison between this stuff, this coif, and the stuff that I'm wearing, but it doesn't seem to offer that. Is there a way to view? Like, it doesn't show me what I have versus... Do I have to, like, look into my inventory and see what my gear has and then how much it's better or worse on this? That would be a real rough user experience thing. Really? Do I have to actually look in and compare that? That'd be terrible if that's the case. Well, let's just... I have to remember all these numbers. 4.2, 3.1, 4.6, 4.2. I can't.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
Nice
so...
to do business.
How much? Oh no. Okay. Can I level up? So I'm level 10, whatever that means, but I haven't leveled up at all. Equipment. So it looks like this offers me some stuff. What's my shield? Weight. Oh, that's a medallion. What's my shield do? Physical damage plus 7/7. 0 everything else. Critical 100. What did this shield have?
What is it?
The weight is different, maybe? Okay, let's buy some pots, because I am confident. We'll keep a few souls, just in case.
Nice.
And then, equip our bone darts. Use? Yeah, when I say use, that means I want to throw it right from the menu. That's exactly what I do when I say use. Okay, how do I equip you? How do I equip this? Switch. So the buttons I can do are X for OK, B for, or circle for back, switch display, view grid, scroll, simple view. So can I not equip things through the inventory like that? Do I have to go through the equipment screen? Oh man, and then I can crowd up my potion thing with that? I don't like that at all. Can I maybe take you off and put you here? No. Here? No. Here? Oh man, I'm not fine. I know that was it the UX designer from Ubisoft was talking smack about this game's UX, which does include UI, for those who don't know. I mean, like, I kind of get it. It's very confusing. Okay, so first we're going to go off and see those little circle things that were over here before. And then we're going to go, what looks to be a human over there with a torch. So that is our order of operations for now. Let me see here. Yeah, I mentioned that someone on YouTube gave me a tip of like of a skill that I tried to do and I did it improperly. It was like breaking the guard, and after blocking, I clicked the R1 instead of R2. And the game only essentially told me that once, that you're supposed to click R2 after blocking to do this whatever attack, which isn't great because the game didn't reinforce positively or negatively if I did or did not do that attack properly. And so like I could go the entire game being like, oh, I'm doing this guard breaking after, if I block and then I go R1, I'm good. But that's not the case. I wasn't. So a way that could maybe tutorialize more effectively for a player like me is that the enemy that I fought in that instance, where I was being tutorialized on that, I could only actually break the guard of or damage or hurt or affect in some way by doing the move properly. And then it would like kind of force me to have to kill it in the way that I would learn that skill, as opposed to just like being able to kill it regularly and even ignoring that skill. Because I didn't know, like we'll see if we can. What is this? What are you? Is that your butt or is that your face? Are you an egg? Oh, hello. I don't like this lock screen at all. Okay, let's block this mosquito and then break its guard. Are you gonna stop flying at some point? Oh, so there was like a little... Okay, that was cool. Nice. So what are you? Are you an egg or are you a creature? Are you gonna pop on me? You're gonna pop on me, aren't you? Let's block and smack this mosquito. Are you spawning the mosquitoes? That hasn't been clear to me. What is going on with this thing's movements? Are you gonna... Come on. Oh, that's, Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. So there's a poison gauge? Seems like. Okay, are you gonna pop? And explode on me? No? And you're also not gonna give me any loot? So, if we kill this thing and there's no loot on this, it's essentially just telling us, hey, like, don't bother killing these things, there's no point. You don't get any benefit from it. Which is fine. I mean, it's cool to have creatures like that in the world, and it makes it feel more believable in a way. Because, like, you know, if you were to... Did I even get souls for that? I don't even know if I got souls for that. Sorry, I'm sitting quite far away from the TV, so a lot of the smaller text is not obvious to me, and it's not that easy to read. Okay, well, so in the future, if I see those little things around, I'm not going to bother killing them, because they don't really provide me anything. What's up, turtle? I'm going to acquire gold-tinged excrement. Perfect. I feel like I need to kill you just to find out if I can use you at all. Apparently you can't backstab a turtle. Who knew? I mean, just Bear Grylls that thing. It's turtled up. Put your sword in its face, and then end it. This is just trying to make me feel bad for killing the turtle. I'm probably not going to get anything from killing this thing either. No, I did. Okay, so now I know killing turtles might be a good thing to do. Good to know. Oh, hello, there's a torch man over there. I'm assuming that means that you're... I mean, again, anyone in this game is a foe, which is kind of what something I don't like about it is that... Oh man, I really need to get used to crouching and stuff, because, boy, I keep pressing the wrong buttons for a lot of stuff. So, we're going to test that thought that... so it seems like, yeah, you don't have to feather or like adjust your movement speed based on stealth, which is great. I hate that game. I said that before, but I'm just like confirming, yeah, I hate that in games. Okay. And I wonder if attacking with your two hands on the sword will do more damage when you're sneaking. Oh, I hear some glowy stuff. Something glowing somewhere. What's that glowing? Up there? I mean glowing, I mean a sound. How can a sound be glowy? But there's a glowy sounding thing, whatever that means. So that's onomatopoeia. It's going whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Rune fragments. No, it's not either. Is that just the music? Like the ambient music? It's just gonna tingle all the time? That's kind of annoying. Or am I missing something? Is there something in this tree that I'm not seeing? Like down here? Ah, there you are. What are you? Oh, you're an enemy! Interesting. Okay, so I'm assuming we want to do maximum damage to this thing and try and kill it quickly because it's glowing. So let's give that a shot. Teardrop Scarabs. These are both crimson and cerulean teardrop scarabs. Defeat them to replenish the flasks that match their type. However, you can never replenish more flasks than your maximum amount allows. So that did nothing for me. Oh no 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 no! Don't attack me when I'm reading. What are you doing? That's not fair. I don't like that. How rude! How rude of that gargoyle to attack us after we just finished reading. Everyone knows you don't attack a man while he's reading. That's like the rudest thing you can do. My god. Okay, one day I'll get used to this stealth being on the thumbs. Okay, so you can see stuff in front of you. Okay, good to know. Oh, wait. So they have like an aggro, a partial aggro, and like... Interesting, okay. Now what if I cast my Assassin's Reproach? Approach? Am I going to be even harder to detect? Can I... So, am I going to get a critical hit from the side? No. Has to be totally from the back. Okay, that's good to know. So, got some row fruit. A smithing stone. Okay, that's probably going to be useful. And then more junk. Seems like, with the amount of rune fragments and stuff... Man, there's just crafting materials everywhere. I hope that there's a little bit more high-impact stuff that you can make with this, other than just like little stones that you can follow. What were those called? Prism stones in the last game? I'll sneak up on this bad boy over here. Okay, their vision cone isn't that big. Whoa! 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 Not cool. Thank you. So something. This is where I've heard people talking about this might not be like the most effective game for entertainment purposes to stream, and I can see how that like versus some of the other open world or some of the other From Software games that might be the case here, especially because there's like it seems like it's quite physically open, and so you've got a lot of opportunity to stray from a path and then thus not necessarily encounter interesting things. No, I don't mean that as this is not meant to be a criticism at all, but more of because it's because you can kind of choose your own path. You can be doing a lot of kind of wandering and then not running into any real meaningful content for a while, which might not be that entertaining for people. So you could get how that might be less entertaining for Twitch or whatever. Yeah, let's just walk right through. Acquire this material. Won't kill you. I really like being able to stealth though. I see you, pig. I see you, Abby. Get out of here, pig. Let's go kill those gargoyles, just because they seem like they might give us some stuff eventually. Come to me, gargoyles. I'm gonna throw a bone dart. Actually, no, that seems like a waste. I should probably use that to kind of coerce somebody down from a something. Qu'est-ce que c'est? What is that thing on the ground there? Come, so I can do that guard break thing on you, because that felt pretty good. What is that? Banshee in the house. Everyone's favorite Irish X-Man. Calling people boyo left and right in the 1970s. Part of Marvel's initiative to make a more inclusive X-Men cast, which they did in a very effective way in the Giant Size X-Men #1, 1975. Introduce the Russian Colossus, the was it like Brooklyn-born Egyptian or Egyptian-born Brooklyn native Storm. I think it was Warpath or Thunderbird was. Warpath was put in that one. I think Warpath and Thunderbird or Thunderhawk are brothers. So, who else? Nightcrawler. He was German. Wolverine was Canadian. Sunfire, who I believe was Japanese. So they really diversified their roster in that Giant Size X-Men 1975 #1. That was like I've read a lot of comic books. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but I'm just going to keep going. This isn't game design related. But yeah, I read a lot of comic books as a kid, but I was never like an expensive comic book collector. But that was the one comic book that I kind of wanted. It was the Giant Size X-Men #1. That was the one expensive one that I wanted because I love so many of the characters that were introduced at that point. Wolverine wasn't introduced. That wasn't the first Wolverine appearance. That was like the Hulk 1972 or something like that. He was introduced. But that was the first appearance of Colossus. I think that was the first appearance of Rogue. Or sorry, not Rogue. Storm. I think that was the first appearance of Banshee. Of Warpath. I think that was Warpath. And it's like the first, and of Nightcrawler. So it's nice they gave us a little save point here to what looks like enter into these ruins. Oh, I did not see you at all. I feel like I should wait to daytime, so these guys should be easier to. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. You can just go back to your post. Okay, maybe this is our chance to try out that guard block thing. Block, and then attack. I wonder if I could have... Okay, I'll say this. That was... Like, I remember, like... This is not an equivalent creature to the air, the spear wielding creatures in the Undead Burg of Dark Souls 1. Like each one of those seemed like they had the potential to end you, and maybe these guys do too. But like the fact that I was able to block and then block and then do a counterattack like that means, I don't know. The Lord Sworn's Greatsword. Okay, maybe we should check that out. Oh no, how do I do that? So I don't have the, what is it, the strength? Where's my, so Retribution required 16 for strength, and I have what? What do I have? Where's my strength? Oh, there it is, 12. So I'm really weak. I'm gonna have to level up for sure. Not that I would necessarily use Greatsword, because I'm assuming that means that I can't have a shield, and I think I need a shield, frankly. I think I need to play defensively in this game, because yeah, I think I'm going to be taking a lot of hits, and anything I can do to avoid those hits is a good idea for me. Although I like this, I like the addition of stealth in this game for sure. I know Sekiro. I don't know how to pronounce it, so forgive me if I butchered it. I know that was largely about stealth, or had a large component of stealth. But the previous Souls games did not have any stealth, I don't think, so I appreciate having the opportunity to be a little bit more patient like this and then getting rewarded like a much more damaging hit. If that's about to happen. If that's like, I mean, I guess that's exactly what it is. So their vision cone, I want to actually talk about a little bit about, I mean, I don't know if AI is the right way to call it, but these creatures are probably seeing essentially just a cone vision, like a vision cone in front of them, which is essentially just a projection of some sort of like cone out in front of them that travels a certain distance and has a certain radius or width or height to which they can see. And if you're outside of that cone, they can't see you. If you're in that cone, they can see you. And it seems like it might just be fairly simple like that. I'm curious to see if like footsteps can be heard. I know that there's there's that stealth spell I have, but that doesn't seem to really matter right now. Maybe if you're wearing heavier equipment, that'll be more beneficial. But right now, it seems like it doesn't actually do much for me. Or I don't really understand what it does. Maybe I could read the tooltip and that would help, but I'm a little bit busy doing my best to find my way through this camp. So can I do a heavy attack and... No, I can't. So you need to do a light attack when you get a stealth deck. Chest here. What do we got? A flail! Ooh! I agree. I'm curious about a flail too. Let's see what's that about. Sorry, I'm a little excited. Let's see what the flail's about. I can't use it. Of course I can't use it. What's wrong? What can't I use? Dex 18. Enable to use the same effectively present attributes, but I can still pick it up, right? Yeah. Oh, cool. Flails are so cool. Whoa. I wonder if you can get sneak attacks and stuff with flails. Can I? How do you two-hand it? Oh man, that's so cool. I love. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. Because this game is not as difficult so far as the previous From Software games. I mean, from what I've experienced, I'm sure it's gonna get way harder. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying finding stuff. I agree with the complaints about UX from the Ubisoft developer. Like the UI in this game, I know UX and UI aren't the same thing, but the UI is part of UX. As I've stated before, the UX is really rough, and it's pretty rough around the edges in some ways. But I'm enjoying myself. So if anyone's made it this far, maybe in the next section we can talk about sightlines and talk about this little space that they've made here and how they might how they might have constructed, because that's like a large part of my job has been producing spaces you can fight in and combat spaces for some of the games that I've worked on. So maybe we can look at it critically from that angle. So thanks for your time, and maybe we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye bye.